Well, pops for the racism comment because
Yeah, let's dive there a little bit because I saw you cringe. Like, yeah, this is a huge pet peeve.
We got to stew on that one.
Let's just spin our wheels for a minute.
Yeah. So it's very racist and it's a recurring pattern. So it's happening. The decent character, that was one of the other reasons why I was like, okay, I don't want to watch this show, because seeing her talk and just saying like the narcissism, like I'm happy to be the poster child for diversity or colored women in Tolkien's work or something. And again, I don't really care about this property all that much, but I remember in the Hobbits there were female dwarves, and no one in this world that I saw were brown skin or like black. And because they weren't written to be that, it's based off of European, myths or folklore. So I understood that my people wasn't really supposed to be there unless they went somewhere that was, close to or the fictional version of, like, I don't know, Africa or something, or South America,
which as I understand they could have done. They easily could have twisted the story to say, well, the adventure will go over here to these other areas of the map obviously based on reality. You could have had these fictional lands, and this was this type of culture, this type of environment, these type of situations. They refused to do that. No, we must not do that.
So saying that, people with the same skin tone, complexion, they usually there's a group of them, and if you pay attention, there's always one black per group. And this company has done that, but the same with Star Wars with the Moses Ingram, that character.
Oh yes, Reva.
We're gonna push her in here, and she's black. So if you don't like her, you're racist. This also happened with Lightyear, where you had this guy that they had to take down to highlight all of the brown characters around him. But then once you do things like that, not realizing that you're creating one entry into this bigger franchise, then people like me and others who are thinking critically, we start to ask questions. Well, in Lightyear, where were all these brown people? And why didn't Andy buy these toys? Is Andy a racist now because he didn't have the brown people in his collection? Because they said this is the movie that Andy saw. This is what made him want a Buzz Lightyear figure. So why didn't he want the others? But then once they claim representation and everybody's important. Well, once I go into Walmart or a toy store or something, then I only see a Buzz Lightyear action figure. So the black people were good enough to put in your movie to shield your criticisms, but they weren't good enough for you to actually make action figures with, which is what these companies do.
Cut them deep, AJ. Cut them deep.
And that's why I hate the pandering. Is because I can see how they really feel about people.
And then in reality is people are onto that, and that's why they're like the Reva lightsaber didn't sell because no one cared. She was such an unlikable character. That was one of my big arguments with Reva, because I always put it like way down my list of criticizing Kenobi. Was I criticized the writers and the directors before I got to the actress, but I'm like, by the way, if she's your representation, she's kind of a witchy woman that no one's going to want to be like or act like or cosplay like who wants to be that one? Like, of all the role models that you have presented, there's however many you want to line up there, you get to pick some. She's not going to be on the list. These kids are smarter than that. They want to be heroic. They want to be positive. They're not going to be. She's the villain, and you're making her even worse amongst her own villains.
And not only that, but kids do not see. They don't see like adults do, or how they're making issues, these small issues, really, being the forefront of everything on movies and entertainment in general. Kids will cling to characters that they love. I mean, some of us all grew up with different characters from all walks of life in terms of the story, and it didn't matter who or what they looked like. Mm-hmm. We loved them anyway. So I mean, it's just.
I found her insulting. I found Reva one of the most insulting ones. And again, I tried not to focus on it because of Lando Calrissian. I loved Lando Calrissian. I thought he was just such a cool dude. He's like the ladies' man. I thought he was
smooth, and he's a businessman.
I'm like, dude, it's got it going. He's running Bespin. He's kind of talking back to Vader at least a little bit. Like, he knows his place, but he's like, push back a little bit. I'm like, I don't know, man. I was so like, anytime they would even hint like the first what I'm like no. Anyway, by the way, I'm reviewing. I'm going to probably release it tomorrow. I don't know. Maybe I get to it tomorrow. I did do Pinocchio. Only because something had to challenge Shark Side of the Moon as being the worst movie of the year. And Pinocchio was Disney's way of saying, you think so? Here, hold my beer. I can make a worse movie. And there is a token black person that just walks across the screen like we're supposed to acknowledge, like this is the token black person that's in Italy. But during Pinocchio's time, it makes no sense. And it's there just for that reason. And it's extremely insulting. It is so...
That's what I said, Pops. They just have to just place one in there somewhere just to say we got them. We're doing this for y'all.
I know.
You're our checklist actor here. Yeah,
and it's the same thing with the alphabet community when they do it to them. I was so angry. Like I made my friend even more angry than because he talked to me on the phone and then I explained my stat. I'm like, listen, making Tim Drake gay now should be insulting you because you said you were born this way. This is how you live. This is how I see you. You're my friend and you're gay. But they're saying no. After 30-something years and God knows how many girlfriends in comic book lore, now suddenly he's going to swing the other way because he met some dude named Bernie. That doesn't tick you off? He's like, well, I didn't really think of it that way. There you go, my friend. There you go. Yeah. They don't want you to think.
They don't. And they know for the most part consumers are not thinking. So it's like, why do we have to do the work? They won't call us out for it. And that's why you see them try to shut up our opinions or our criticisms because we're calling them out. We're doing more thinking in a live stream and developing better stories than, they have with so much time and funding. And we make them look bad. So
well, we're racking up all the isms by hating on all of their products. I mean, we are just racking up the isms, and